What's going on, ladies and gents? Latest episode of Being Black is Ghetto. I'm your lovely host, Jay Evans. And to the couch, my lovely co-host,
Patty J, yeah.
And as you can see next to her, the lovely guest of the evening.
Oh.
Came 2 hours late, but we're going to punch straight through that, all right?
Oh, man. We here.
The biggest red flag we could find.
Introduce yourself, my guy.
The man Capella Gray. You outside.
Alrighty. So before we get to the shits, all right, we're going to start off with some regular housekeeping, Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff, Shout out the apparel of today, since 1982 for the shirt, you feel me? For you Caps, Uptown shit. Got me my new fitted, you feel me? But how's your week, Patty?
It's all right. I went to a birthday brunch. It was fun. Had a time.
Type shit. You know what made me mad about that birthday brunch? I just paid $45 for a $13 meal. That's why I don't do the group shit. I don't do the
Just
group shit.
split the bill. It's easier.
You feel me? Hey, Capella, how's your week, man?
Long, productive. I was active.
All right, what's so productive about it? Talk to us, man.
We got the album uploaded finally. Dropped the single, I'm Weak, on Friday. Got plans in order for the rest of the tour, for the rest of the year and everything. So yeah, it's been pretty productive. Just doing shit.
Alrighty. I ain't gonna lie, man. You came a long way, man. Came a long way, man. So for the people that don't know you, tell them where you from, a little bit about yourself, man, before we get to the antics.
I'm from the Bronx. I'm from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, from the Bronx. Where's lit, basically. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, Capella. We're gonna keep it a stack, man. It wouldn't be me if I didn't get on your ass, bro. Why you always tell people you from uptown?
Cause Uptown, the Bronx.
Capella, all right.
Put me on.
A little birdie on the low told me you from Connecticut, low key.
Connecticut?
Type shit.
Yeah, not Connecticut.
So you was born and raised in the Bronx?
I was born in New Rochelle, raised in the Bronx.
And you never touched Connecticut a day of your life?
No, I was in Connecticut for 2 years. Denver, Connecticut. We moved there for 2 seconds and then we came right back.
Where you went to school at?
Like all the school years?
Yeah. Oh, high school. We went to school at.
Truman, all 4 years.
Type shit. I used to see you in high school and shit too, Mount Vernon High School.
You used to teach there.
Yeah, I used to see you when you had the little locks and shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Sure. So that was right after
You
high
were a
school.
teacher? You said you used to teach there?
Yeah, he used to do music shit over there.
I didn't know
Facts.
That was right after high school.
He got his grassroots
That's
over there,
dope.
man.
I didn't know that. How was it teaching there?
It was calm. I wasn't like a permanent teacher job or anything like that, but they had the music teacher had got like pregnant or something like that. And then we had, we'll be honest. It's all good. And then my stepdad at the time, Carson Stapleton, he was working in the music department through the Mount Vernon Gospel Nights. So then through that, he was able to get me through or whatever like that. And then, ended up having a whole little class, 8th period.
Oh, wow.
Little vibe.
Type shit.
You didn't have to break up no fights? You didn't have to break up fights?
All right, relax.
No,
Not too much on Mount Vernon High School. Not too much on Mount Vernon High
I had to go there.
That's cool.
School. All right. We ain't gonna get back to you.
Listen, I know about that school. I mean, I went to that school. I know about that school. It's a little crazy.
But yeah, I went to Truman all 4 years. Before that, I went to 181, which is also in the Bronx. Before that, I went to Oakview, Yonkers. That was for 2 seconds, probably like a year or whatever like that. But that's while I was still living in the Bronx. I really didn't come to like Mount Vernon or anywhere else after that until I was like probably like 18, 19. And that was for like work and stuff. But even then, I was still living in the Bronx. So I'm from Uptown. Where's Liddy at? Again, for sure.
Where's Liddy at? All right, so I got a lot of questions for you. I don't know if I'm gonna rapid fire. We're just gonna go with the flow for tonight, all right?
I'm here.
So before we get to the shits, all right, congratulations on the album.
Thank you.
I finally heard it for the first time like 2 days ago.
Appreciate you.
I like majority of the album. There are some joints I don't like. I am a biased person. Anything with Dream Doll in it, I'm not listening to. I keep it a stack. I did listen to the song, but after I listened to the song, I deleted it and never listened to it again. The joint with Fabio and French, I like it. Well, I deleted that one out, but everything else stayed. Now, my only question for the album is, I was telling Dado about it earlier. When you made that album, right? Do you feel like it sounds like a body of work, like a storyline album, or do you feel like it's like a playlist, like it's just 20 fire songs? Like watching your interviews, I know you say a lot. It's like 20 different vibes. So do you feel like it's like a playlist album, or do you really feel like it's like a body of work album? If you get what I'm saying.
No, I think it's a body of work for sure. Because I feel like if you listen to the album straight through from start to finish, I feel like you do get to know Me better. I feel like it does take you through take you through a journey, even though it wasn't like scripted with like skits and stuff like that. I feel like overall it takes you through a pretty decent, cohesive musical journey if you're listening to it straight through.
Yeah, I wasn't
For
for
sure.
sure.
But even so, I feel like it's definitely a lot of different vibes, but I feel like it's different sides of me. So I feel like the point for my debut album was just for people to kind of just get to know me musically better.
Already. I was binging a lot of Capella Gray. You're like an interview horror everywhere. I press that shit on fucking YouTube and it's, all over the fucking place. So I was watching a lot. So a lot of these questions today are kind of like preface off of those. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna let you get away with a lot of the shit you said on the interviews was everything gotta make sense. Now we need answers today, nigga. We need answers today. So as far as the album went, right? I remember you posted a release date for it and the whole cover for it. What happened there, and why did it come out at the time that you originally posted it?
It was a lot of different reasons. So I felt like it wasn't gonna get the attention that it needed because I didn't have. I feel like I was excited to get out a body of work, but I guess I was just. I feel like it just wasn't the right timing. I feel like I didn't even have. I feel like I had cool songs, but I didn't think I had the right records that made sense to really put who I am on display for real. I feel like I didn't have just the tape and the right moment for what I was trying to do at that time. And I felt like I had rather just wait it out. Because I had announced the date and all of that. Like, it was a whole thing. We was ready to go all the way. But I felt like I would have just robbed myself of an opportunity to present myself the right way if I did it that first date that the label gave me.
I could respect it. I mean, you know yourself better than anybody. I say like momentum wise, I felt like your momentum was at an all time high that summer of. Because like I said, you did you shut down 241st. Obviously, Gallus was going crazy. I remember the first time I heard that shit. I was at work because I work overnight, and I gradually heard your shit make its way to daytime. I deadass was working. I think at 2:00 in the morning, and I'm sitting inside my bus or whatever. I had a radio and I heard your shit. I'm like, oh, I said nigga Capella on a fucking radio.
Yeah, but I feel like even that momentum though. It was so much going on around that time. Like, people don't really realize how much like really goes into this and like what happens behind the scenes. So like even just on a short summary of it, like Gallus dropped the top of 2021. My next single didn't even drop until January 2022, the next year. That was Talk Nice. It was so much going on between label stuff and a whole bunch of other people don't really realize because I was in people's faces so much. I was on the internet or whatever like that, kind of just know what I'm saying, on my Instagram or whatever. So people feel like I was moving a lot musically, but like it was just a lot going on. So yeah, it just wasn't the right situation, the right time. Things just had to hit the right way, man.
So between the year of, I guess, Gallus and the Talk Nights, do you feel like you got cold for a second? Or in any portion of from Gallus to your debut album, did you feel like you ever hit a cold streak?
Yes and no. So all right, I got a very strange career only because there was a period where like, all right, the momentum was crazy or whatever, but then after that though, the songs kind of became like kind of classics. You hear Gallus now every year type of thing. So even when it was almost feeling like it was about to be dry, then the summer will come and it's like, oh, it's almost like it's streaming as if it just came out every single year. It's coming like a groundhog now. So so even when I was getting a little bit discouraged at a top of one year, like the top of like probably like the top of 2023, where I was like, dang, something gotta happen quick. That summer again, the biggest streaming quarter for Gallus was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like first quarter 2023 or something outrageous like that. It was either first quarter 2023 or second quarter 2023, which doesn't even really make sense though now. People are just replaying it. So now it kind of set the stage for my other music. So like I said, so even when I feel like I was kind of like falling off, the numbers weren't. So it just gave me a lot of space and wiggle room where a lot of artists wouldn't have gotten that. So thank God for Gallus, basically.
So I was gonna say, I got so much questions, right? Because you obviously make up-tempo, club, lounge, outside music. So why wait till now? Ideally, we were like, when did you drop? Like 2 months ago, fairly? Why wait till, well, no, that's technically still summer. Never mind, I take it back. I was gonna be like, yeah, like it felt like a fall, like you was pushing it towards like fall time instead of dropping like the heart of summer or like right before summer type shit.
Yeah, I feel like on the tape though, there's different. Like I said, there's different moods. So like there's summer songs on the tape, like Strings, like the song with Favi and French. You're hearing that more in the summer. That's more like that type of summer bop. There's certain songs on there that feel more summerish. But then there's almost a whole half a tape that's feeling even better right now in boots and fur season. So it's like it's a whole new life all over again. So I feel like we're making good, almost classic music where it's like it has its different pockets type shit.
I agree to disagree. I feel like your whole tape sounds like outside tape. It's not bad, but like I said, that's how it feels to me. I don't feel no like you got a North Face Biggie type like music. Like I don't feel I don't feel cold weather music.
I gotta disagree. This song's like Fly Shit with Young and Man J1.
Fly Shit is definitely an outside song, bro. That's definitely feels outside vibey. If anything,
it's outside for sure, but outside with the furs and boots.
Like type of girl that feels like a cold weather type. I'm in the crib with shorty. Like that seems like
right. But I feel like I wouldn't associate outside to just summer though, because like I said, we still out right now. We about to go outside right now. We got like 2 afties right now, and this is and look what we wearing. I'm wearing 8 solos right now. I'm outside for real. You heard? So with that, I mean for real though, and I feel like right now I feel more like Fly Shit the song right now than I would have even in August. Right now it feels more like that right now. Songs like Baychester, regardless of what anybody's saying, when I hear Baychester, I'm hearing I get extra arrogant when that shit come on. I feel like fall in New York City when that shit come on.
That's one thing I will give you your flowers for. I do appreciate the fact that you be putting New York on your back. And I appreciate the fact that you actually embody, like even saying 8 solos right now, niggas from other states not gonna feel that. You feel me? It hit different. But the North Face, Biggie, the 8 solos, it hit different, bro.
But I feel like music is usually in a better place when, you know what I'm saying, when the artist, because I feel like there was a period where everybody was like, oh, let's kind of not blend the sounds, but everybody, it was kind of like a free-for-all, we're doing whatever thing, and the music suffered because of it. I feel like music is at a way better place when the people, not to box people in and make them sound regional, but I really, really love Glorilla music because when I listen to her, I feel like I'm listening, I feel like I'm getting to know a down south shorty, down to the accent, down to the energy. It's like, so this is how shorties in St. Louis move. Okay, this is a vibe for real. There's certain people that when you hear their music, they almost take you into their world, their region. When you listen to my music, I feel like they're getting to know a wavy uptown nigga for sure. If you're in Wisconsin, Arkansas, or them little made up states, Idaho, you're gonna be listening to the joint and say, you're gonna listen to it and say, yo, I can't wait to go to New York. I have to meet one of these niggas.
All right, but also to that same point that you made, do you feel like it boxes you in and it somewhat makes you a regional artist? And do you believe you're a regional artist?
No, not at all. Only because they listen to my music everywhere. They really do. So even when I thought at the beginning, all right, this bop, this that's so uptown. I don't know if that's gonna translate everywhere else. Nah, they playing Gallus everywhere. Now they playing Baychester everywhere. It's certain they gonna receive the bop. If it sounds authentic, if it feels authentic, the people in the UK, Tokyo, everywhere, they listening to the joint and say, oh nah, I wanna go wherever this is, I wanna go wherever that is. And I feel like, yep, it's New York. And we feel the energy. Everybody want to be like us.
All right, listen, I second
like
that. I second that. I say that all the time.
Of course
I definitely don't like to admit it.
Oh, please. Right. They love New Yorkers. Everywhere
New York
we go.
is the main character.
Please. And it's not even close. And it sounds like we're just, and that's what I'm saying. When we say this, it sounds like we're just dragging or we're just being cocky or whatever like that. But
that's a fact.
When we go to any one of these states, if you say you from New York, if they just hear you talk, it's beautiful. So I feel like with the music, we might as well put our lingo, how we talk, how we move, our energy, put it into the MP3s. Listen to this. Yeah. Catch this.
All right, like so anywhere I go, I've been to Europe, other countries, like, bro, I'll pop my shit. I'm from New York. Facts.
And they love it. They treat us.
They literally take the language and try to make it their own.
I feel like New Yorkers and Leos get the same treatment.
I'm crying. You have to relax.
Let it simmer. No, let it simmer. Y'all about to be like, oh, wait. Yep, exactly.
You have to relax. So how do you measure success for yourself?
How do I measure success? It depends. It depends. Because, I have different side missions where I'm successful in little things, and then I have overall goals where I feel like, okay, cool, I reached success. So, I feel like I'm successful now, But I feel like I was successful in 2021. The first couple of months when things were just bubbling up, I would say, oh, nah, I successfully hit this new level. So I feel like it's more of a levels thing for me when I successfully hit the next level that I'm trying to aim for.
How you felt when Gallus won platinum?
It was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Did they give you the actual plaque for that? You have it?
Yeah, of course.
Who are you having? Like your
Who was they?
You
They had the way I was saying. The other thing about guys, the other reason why people, that's what I'm saying. All the misconceptions, I'm here for all. This is how this shit go. Like I said, I produced Gallus, engineered it, the whole vibe. So I didn't have to share like credit in terms of, because you know how when you're coming up, especially if you from the town, just from our region, period. You know how talks go and people like to, you know what I'm saying, not take credit, but people just like to, you know, the murmurs. The only thing people can't say, whatever they say, the thing that they can't say about me, you know what I'm saying, that anybody put us on or any kind of miscellaneous anything. We did it ourselves. So going platinum off a song that I did myself in the trap, it definitely felt pretty surreal. It was very hard to really say much to me at the time, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I told you off the mic, and I'll say it again. You know, you do get a lot of flack off of this mic. You know, I've heard a lot of bad horror stories about you. Mm-hmm. But I will say, for the experience I've had, I mean, I've had bad and good with you. But I will say, for the good part, that you're a very unselfish person. Mm-hmm. I'll say that, right? When I used to see you on Facebook, and you used to when you was in your songwriting bag, when you did the Rain situation, I used to look at this thing like, bro, why you just not jumping to be an artist already? Like, you was trying so hard to push so much other people to be famous before yourself. And you could have probably been the Capella great you are today, literally like 3 to 4 years ago.
Yeah, but I wasn't the vision, though. And it's still not the vision. And I feel like staying true to the vision is kind of what got me here. So I'm only using this artistry thing to build up credibility. So when I'm signing my artists, there's not really much you really say to me. Because, all right, when I was doing the artistry, writing and producing for everybody else before, that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to be the head of a major label. I wanted to I just wanted to help be the Wi-Fi. I wanted to be the Wi-Fi. I wanted to be everybody's one call. You got talent, you got this. You get Capella on the phone. Trust me, you're going to make it make sense. So I wanted to be that guy. So when I was moving with artists and stuff, I didn't really have no money and stuff like that, so I didn't really have any credibility. It was just a guy with big dreams or whatever like that. Come sign over here or come work with us because we make good music. It sounds good, but that doesn't really pay the bills. So I had to use the formula on myself because it's free to do it on myself. And there's no, you know what I'm saying, all the disappointment, whatever that is, it's on me. So I took the bet on myself and did that just so that I'll be able to build the credibility because like I say, I've seen certain things, I've done certain things. You know what I'm saying? This is how we could do it and we could actually make dollars in this. So that's the only reason why I'm really.
So would you plan on retiring, I guess, artist Capella sooner rather than later? Like if you got to, say you got, I don't know, like 3 major people under you and it was all doing well, do you see yourself maybe hanging up your jersey a little earlier or you plan on still kind of just dropping?
Even if I would say something like that, I feel like these artists just be mad dramatic when they keep announcing retirement. Because realistically, people that really love this for real, especially because I've gotten a taste of this already, even when I have all these other artists and stuff like that and everything's a big empire and it's a movie, I'm not gonna stop getting inspired. So there's always something to write about. So even if ATF has 3 platinum albums in rotation right now that year, I'm still gonna have something to say because you know what I'm saying. I'm still just, even if I'm just putting out something just to put out something because the fans of them are there.
That's what I'm saying. There's like levels to being an artist, obviously. So yeah, you can drop the music, but even then, like, would you still see yourself wanting to perform, wanting to go on tour, or you just want to make the music? Because I know you're a studio head, like you like being in the studio. So do you just want to do that, or you still see yourself doing everything that entails an artist, doing the interviews, doing the tours, all of the above?
So at first I thought I wouldn't want to do that anymore because I didn't like performing at all. I didn't think I liked performing, but now I'm on. Oh, that's gone now. It's lit. I'm gonna be going. I'll probably do this forever. Not forever, but it's only because I thought I would get tired of this shit. I don't. Every time I go out on stage, the people that know the songs and they're singing it back to me, and you know what I'm saying, new songs, they're learning them and stuff like that. I don't get tired of this shit. I get excited every time. So it's gonna be a little hard to just say no to every performance just because I have other artists.
And let's be real. I don't think the fans are gonna give you an option.
It's over.
Like, they're going to try to bully you into doing it. So regardless if you try to say I'm retiring, they're going to be like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, like, they're not going to pay no mind to that. Yeah, they don't care.
Hope disappeared for like 3 years. They came back.
Yeah, so you can do stuff like that. I feel like Drake should right now just be appreciated more. And that's fine to do your little thing, you know what I'm saying? Go live some more life and then come back to the game and go crazy with all these new experiences that you're talking about, whatever like that. You don't gotta oversaturate it, but it's gonna be hard to just retire.
I'm glad you brought that up. You know,
I think sometimes some artists say they're gonna retire just to get attention, like just to get people to.
We see it in the town all the time. People always saying, "Oh, I'm quitting music." Stop it. No, you're not. You're passionate about this. You're frustrated right now. You don't got to do all that. It's all good.
They just want people to show their appreciation, basically, is what I feel.
No, don't do this. No, we love your music.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
music got me through. We good.
I mean, I don't blame niggas. Music is mad expensive to do. So, like, if you low-key have been making music for mad long and shit not shaking, I could see niggas hanging up their day.
I feel like we have debunked that. So I'm also the anti that idea now, for sure. I thought that was it, but we got pretty rich for free. And that's because it was just straight, just good vibes, good music. Because I definitely got on with, I didn't have any money. I didn't have any scammer capital. I didn't have any drug money capital. There was no miscellaneous side person that was coming through with the investment. Everybody sort of come. I was just kind of just doing shit. And the music was fire, so people respected it. And people need good music right now, so they'll receive it. So I feel like that's almost a myth. I don't want to disrespect anybody that's doing music and investing in their craft, because you should definitely invest where it makes sense. Do things in moderation and make it make sense. But at the end of the day, it's about if the songs are good and people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're an anomaly because one, you're a singing ass nigga. Most of us can't even fucking sing. No, majority of the town is rappers. Mm-hmm. So automatically, between you being able to sing and do everything you do, it's not hard to say, oh, he's a talented guy. I can see him going somewhere. Therefore, they gave you all the resources for you to do the shit that you are able to do or were able to do to get you here. Majority of us don't get that shit.
What are the resources? What are we talking about right now?
As in, just like, for example, right? Like, for you being in whatever studios that you were in, for whatever rooms that you was able to get in, it's all because of your talent. Not everyone could have those same opportunities that Capella Gray had.
Opportunity? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting confused. So, Gallus was made in a trap. Baychester was made in a trap. All these songs that I got that are actually generating money was just me and a laptop and a mic. So I'm trying to figure out.
So completely made. That means you mix, master everything. You never went to a studio to re-record it. Any of that?
Nah.
Wow.
That was in my laptop, and I put it out. I dropped it on DistroKid.
That's nice. Love that.
So we're talking about investment. I invested in DistroKid. It was like $7 a year.
Yeah, because I know most people, even if you do record over your laptop type shit, most people go probably like, say, yeah, you make your little 3-song EP in your crib, and then you end up taking whatever bread you can save up to go to a studio just to re-record it. I didn't know that you actually made it in your crib and then dropped it from your crib.
And then dropped it. I made Gallus in a state of fuck out of here because I had just gotten off of an argument. So it was to prove a point, but it made sense and we just went with it. But either way, there was no big studio to it. Like I said, there was no miscellaneous person in the shadows to think. That's why we moved how we did.
Like I said, love that for you. I still don't think that's a story for everyone. Agree to disagree.
You say you don't think, what's the story for everyone?
For example, like I said, as far as people having like whatever resources they can to get to where they need to go. Because at the same time too, you being who you are, knowing who you know, being a quote unquote likable person kind of helps the music go. Because I'm also a firm believer in the music industry. Yeah, it's like 50% talent, but the other 50% is who you know, and if you're a likable person. I know people that make terrible fucking music, but people will sit there on the gram and share the fuck out of it because they're just a known guy in the town. If you know, you know.
Yeah, well, you talking about local fame, brother. Realistically, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the world that don't even know what I look like. They just know Gallus and Baychester. So realistically, even being a likable person, I guess you in certain doors, but even certain doors is what being liked by the industry. Even the industry people don't pay our bills. Realistically, the MP3s at the end of the day, regardless of what, the MP3s have to be fire. So I understand you talking about like resources or whatever like that. It wasn't no miscellaneous resources with my situation. That's why I had to debunk that. That's why I'm only arguing that because it was no. I feel like I actually got on with less opportunities than most people in the town.
How so? Expound.
Well, most people in the town had way more money than me, for sure. Just because I was at zero. So there's that. They were going into studios all the time because they were paying for the studio time and doing all this stuff like that. You could ask around. For my studio time, I was cleaning studios and shit. So as cocky as I was talking, I was cleaning the fuck out of them studios, and they would give me studio time, or I'm giving out beats. I'm just today today other artists, I'm giving out 4 or 5 beats for 3 hours of studio time for me. And even in that studio time for me, I have to record myself. So it wasn't really no handouts, no nothing. So I just feel that's what I'm saying. There's certain stigmas around me in the town that's just like, realistically, it's hard to really, you know what I'm saying? You know?
So I have another question for you as well. Separating art from the artist. I ask every artist or engineer, producer that comes here. Is Capella Gray a completely separate person from, Curtis? Or do you feel like it's one and the same?
I feel like it's fake one the same. I don't really like clock out like me, and I feel like the music is kind of reflective of life or the different moods. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of the same.
Like I said, I asked that because gotta get on your ass. So for the things that we spoke about earlier, right? Whatever things like you said, you hear bad things around the town, right? Where do you think people get these false impressions of you from, and why do you think so many people have these false impressions of you?
Well, there's some things that's false and there's some things that's true. So somebody says, yo, he's mad arrogant. Like, he really thinks he's the shit. He thinks he's the GOAT. I'm not gonna lie, they're not wrong. In certain, I'm just being honest with you. It's all good. I feel like you're almost supposed to kind of go into this thinking that, or you're kind of fooled in this industry. So yes, with certain stigmas like that, for sure. The things that I think is false and where they come from, a lot of shit just be either just, let me not call it hate and shit. Let me keep it more on a positive note. I feel like a lot of things from the town just doesn't understand. The town can't even believe certain things are happening in front of their faces in real time. So like a lot of rumors and a lot of things were kind of just created out of just, this must have happened. He must have gotten an extra, somebody must have put him on. Somebody must have, he only on because, That's why I have to get on certain interviews and tell certain stories and say certain shit with witnesses that were there. Because it's certain things that's just not true. I heard that I got on because of let's not name the millionaires, but a couple millionaires had put me on and put a bag behind Gallus and all types of shit. Dada was there. We was just doing shit. Was I right? Am I right? Am I right? You heard? We was just kind of just, yo, what you think about this, Dada? Yo.
But can you this is what I'm saying. This is why I gotta offer the pushback, because can you blame them? At a point in time on the gram, you was always flexing the people that you was with or the people that you were writing for. Like, so for people to just make these,
so that's what I'm saying. So let's talk back to the town just not understanding. So I had to go back and collect all the publishing for all the songs that I wrote for the industry. About probably a year ago, I was able to go back and collect all that. So I was writing for a lot of people, huge songs, and I didn't know the business at all. So because of that, I wasn't getting the credit. I thought that the only way for me to even, you have a picture of me, I'm in Moza Bar, I'm in somewhere around, and I'm listening to my songs get played. Everybody dancing, everybody's like, oh, and I'm like, yo, nobody, all right. No, all right. It's all right. And I can't even, my name's not in the credits or nothing. So the only thing that I could do is post a little video that I took or a little shorty took of us, of me and the artist when we was in the studio or whatever like that. I feel like I have to post that, or I'm not going to get other work. Some people only wanted to work with me because they saw that I was doing certain things, and it's like, damn, I wasn't getting credit for it. So while I'm trying to trying to fight for my life, because I'm like, yo, I wrote this song and I produced this and I did this. Yo, please, let me in this room or let me do this. I'm trying to use that to get into other rooms. The town I'm worried about trying to get into bigger rooms and trying to use that as a resume to do other things. The town is looking at it like, why he posted that? He just wrote that song. Nobody give a fuck. I'm like, yo, bro, it wasn't for the town to understand it, because I was on a mission. You feel me? And everything I said I was gonna do, I really did it, because there was a certain way that we had to do it. So I just didn't really mind certain talks from the town. That's why it's like it just is what it is in certain.
So what were the conversations like for you to write these songs and you not get credited, or did you at least get some bread?
Nah.
So all right.
So now you have to understand the frustration.
That's why you fake losing me, because you grown as shit. You ain't get a bag. You ain't get no credit, bro. What was the incentive of you doing it at all? Just for the experience?
Yeah,
you ain't volunteering, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. The town, like I said, the town wouldn't understand because y'all just weren't in my shoes. You have to picture it. You're in the studio with Chris Brown, this person, that person, that person. You don't even want to fuck up the relation. After you finish the song and they cut the song and everything's all right, cool. It's time to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go on the train and, you know what I'm saying, take my ass to the crib. Do I then call him and say, yo, do I, you know what I'm saying, are my cuts right? You know what I'm saying, 50%. I also did the beat, so that's that on, right? We're good. I don't want to fuck with the relationship because I want my next conversation with that person to be, yo, you in New York, you in my city again, let's link up. I just don't want to. At that point, I'm just wide-eyed just trying to do this, and I'm just excited that I'm even in the room to be able. This person, this big artist that I looked up to is now singing lyrics that I wrote over a beat that I did. I'm so excited. I'm not even worried about certain things. I didn't even know the value of what I was doing, really, to even place any number on it at that time. I knew there was some money in it somehow. If you crack the code and get to a certain level, maybe if I get to a certain level, get to a certain room, they'll start paying me. I don't know. I was just excited.
That's what I mean. I ask these questions not only to come at you, because obviously there's going to be some artists out there that's watching you, and obviously, I mean, most people should already know the horror stories of the fucking music industry because you have the internet. But you'd be surprised. So therefore, I would love people to hear these type of stories.
Even knowing the horror stories,
it sounds crazy.
There's even knowing the horror stories and going into this, watch it, because nobody watch more. All I do is watch mad documentaries and all this. I'm a student to this whole thing, and even with knowing all of that, knowing the ins and outs of people's deals, how they got jerked in the past, all of that. Once you're in the situation. And it's like, yo, I really have this person's number direct. Every text message it's like when you get a new shorty, you've been trying to chase her for mad long, you got her number now. Every text has got to be calculated. If she send a text to you, you screenshot it, send it to the group chat. Like, yo, what do I even say back? That's how I was feeling with a lot of these big artists. I'm 21, 22. I'm saying I wasn't crib enough. It's just me, talent, and confidence. This is all I got. Let's figure out something. I didn't really have no plan. There was no manager. I didn't really have a next step or nothing like that. It was just trying to do
because my
shit.
thing in your brain then, how many times were you going to keep writing free records for people? Like, at what point in your brain you can be like, all right, I don't know, the fucking 6th record. What is the point in your brain? You about to be like, all right,
I felt like at some point something was going to click. It's so many artists. I'm writing for too many big artists. I'm in too many circles around or whatever like that. Something has to click. Let me not burn any bridges by getting too frustrated and letting me being broke right now and angry fuck up a potential opportunity. So I was like, something gonna click. I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Between me and God. God gonna put somebody in my life that's either gonna structure this shit up, or maybe I'm gonna be able to be in such a state of leverage that they're gonna have to do certain business with me or whatever eventually. I don't know.
I get what you're saying though. Like, I understand it. Like, sometimes you gotta like sacrifice for a little bit or just hold it down for a little bit until that moment happens. So I get what you're saying, because imagine he got frustrated after like the first two times
and say, yo,
people would have been like, yeah, don't work with him, he's crazy.
Niggas just getting Grammys and all that, you're gonna play them again.
So I get it.
Better than me.
What if niggas say, yo,
you can't be greedy. You got to know he's talking about the bigger reason. Like he was looking at the far away what's going to happen in the future.
Now I'm understanding the preventative measures and stuff like that, making sure you got somebody in the room to say, all right, because even if it's not me, I'm understanding too. Artists don't really need to be the bad guy. Realistically, sometimes you got to, you know what I'm saying. Somebody got to be, yo, all right. So the percentages on this, he Gucci with this right now. Who's his people? I'm his people. Oh, they're gonna say, yo, I'm his people, and I'm talking to. All right, so who's your people? All right, cool. Let's figure this out real quick. While the artists are being artists, we gonna go over here and figure this out or whatever like that. So it's just different ways to approach the situation. But I was just excited.
That's why
bro.
managers are important. We had engineer Lily in here. She was talking about she manages artists, and actually the same thing. What importance you feel like a manager has, and I feel like that is a clear example why. Because artists should just be artists. They shouldn't have to deal with the repercussions of the business side, unless you want to be fully indulgent.
Yeah, and I'm learning. I'm just saying, I'm a big ass
sponge.
But
I think artists should also educate themselves in general, so they're not taken advantage of.
Right. So while they should be definitely educating themselves, so that they exactly what you just said, I'm also understanding. Like I said, I'm a sponge, and I'll be learning a lot of my lessons the hard way. At first, when I first came into this, I was so boastful and like I manage myself. I'm my own assistant. What you want to do? You want to book me for something? Talk to me. It's me. I'm the king of I'm the king of my universe right now. I'm going to platinum dolo with some movie. Fuck is niggas talking about? Until I realized, yo, bro, what a dumb way to think. Because now I can't be the one to negotiate if somebody wants me at their club. I can't be the one to negotiate that price or be the bad guy and say, oh, somebody has to say, listen, I can't even get my artist out of bed for this price. You talking crazy right now. That's impossible. We got to do this. We got to, no. We got to double this. Or whatever it is. Somebody has to represent you in certain areas. I'm just learning just different ways of just, you know what I'm saying, what the artist is, what the manager, just how everything works and rolls in this thing and the art of delegation. So I'm just learning.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
So, another question. Where do you feel like you rank in, I guess, artist-wise in New York? Just for New York.
No, it's one. And I don't think it's close anymore.
You think you're number one?
Easily. What are we talking like? We talking like what are we talking about talent wise? Or are we talking about like
artist, talent wise, whatever you wanna go with.
I mean, there's different ways to rank it. So I mean, because if we're talking about in terms of like numbers
I feel like
now,
in terms of music, you're not number one either. That's just me.
so who's better than me at making music in New York City?
I got A Boogie. I think he's number one in New York for everything across the board, whether it's numbers wise, artist wise, packing out shows. Boogie got it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So we're talking about different things.
I feel like you
That's
can't
what I'm
compare
saying.
them because one's a rapper, one's
you're
like he's a singer. So
But and even with we're talking about like status and success. You're comparing my year 3 to A Boogie's year like 12.
No, that's why I asked.
So we're talking about like stadium packing out. Who's the biggest? That's probably Nicki Minaj. If we want to go there, then
I mean,
then after that it's 50 Cent. So what are we talking? That's what I'm saying. What are we talking about really?
That's what I'm saying. Depending on, but that's why I asked. So you said number one. Where do you
but
feel
you
like you're
can't
number one?
compare a singer to a rapper. Like
we
it's a
can
difference.
We talking about artists.
But he's
period.
faking
No
the same. They faking the same like music lane.
No problem.
Singing rapper. Song.
I was talking about in terms of just the art of just making a good song, like start to finish, artistry wise. Throw me in the studio. I feel like I'm coming out with a better song than anybody in New York City. We're talking about clout wise. We comparing people. We comparing me to people like Ice Spice. We're like, what are we talking about right now? But we're talking about actually making good songs. I don't think that you could throw me in the studio with anybody. I don't think anybody is coming out with a better song than me in New York City.
So if you had to put a timeline on like, because all right, here's a problem, Capella. You let your nuts hang a lot, right? So at what point are you like you feel like you're gonna have the accolades or just the work to back it up? Because it can't be like unlimited time. Like, oh, I'm gonna be better than all y'all, but it takes fucking 20 fucking years.
No, I'm saying I'm better than them now. Are we talking about when it's time for, like, how long do I think that?
Like I said, Capella, you pop your shit now that you say you're the best now. But so say that you're the best now, what do you have to show for it, basically?
Better music. I feel like I'm making better music than anybody.
And that's why I made the argument. At least I'll use A Boogie for example. I think he makes better music than you.
And that's all based on opinion, and that's all good. You ask me who I think is the best in New York, and I feel like it's not close when it's Capella Gray. With you might think there's some people.
I don't think anybody's gonna ever say they're not the best at something.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's some people you ask that question to, and they will look you dead in the face and say, "Well, Maya the Dawn." There's some people that will say, "Yo, it's TJ, it's Lil TJ." Everybody has there's different niches, there's different just areas of music. Period. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like with what I do in my genre, I don't think anybody's fucking with me in my genre. And I feel like overall with just New York music, just music. Period. Like I said, I don't think anybody's coming out with a better song than me. But that's all on opinion. What's my genre?
Yeah.
Shit. It depends now. It's crazy. Cause with R&B, it's not close at all. It's nasty. And I say it only sounds bad because I'm the one saying it. But once you think about it, if not me, then who? All right.
I mean, I don't know any R&B artists like that in New York. So if people want to educate me, I wouldn't really know.
When it comes to me, that's how it'll go. Oh, well, I don't know any other artists, so he might be number one. At the end of the day, come on, bro. There's other R&B artists.
I will say this, for example, right? Because I actually said that to make this point, and I'm probably gonna get killed by the barbs. I shouldn't even say this. So for you, right? You're like, all right, I'm the best at what I do, but if there's no one around you, then who are you competing against? I used to have this argument with people all the time, and Twitter killed me when I said it, but I'm gonna say it again on the pod. I feel like Nicki only became Nicki because Nicki ain't have comp when she came out. So yeah, it's easy to be the best female rapper. There's no female rappers around you. You're literally the only one. Remy got booked. You over there competing with Krayshawn. Come on, I don't need to go any farther than that.
I would definitely agree with that.
Like, bro, like that's why I'm like, so it's
all right,
like
and that was when she first came out, right?
Type shit.
So she's still smacking all the records and still going crazy, selling out tours.
I think she's bullying people.
She's still number one right now. If she's still number one right now, what is the excuse? Because there's more female rappers out now than there ever have been before, and she's still number one.
I don't check all the analytics for Nicki, so I'm not gonna expound on that. I would just like to see, well, obviously you can't see it, but my thing with Nicki, because she's still number one, is because from when she came out, obviously she already has that 10 years worth of fame. Like you just said, it's hard to, I technically can't compare you when you're year 3 versus an A Boogie of year 8 or whatever you're using. So to say that, I feel like that same thing applies to Nicki. I'd say that's why I use the argument with Nicki. I feel like if Nicki came out today, Nicki Minaj, I don't think is Nicki Minaj. For how big Nicki Minaj is, I don't think Nicki Minaj is Nicki Minaj if she came out today. In the same pool of the Lottos, Megs,
you don't think Nicki Minaj without? So all right, I feel like this is because of it's like what's it called again? It's called
Before you even finish, let me get this point off. Because I also feel like the thing that Nicki Minaj used to beat people on is that either A, she rapped better than you, or B, she looked better than you. So if you did one or the other, no one ever had both until recently. Now we're at a time now where all the shorties that's rapping are fucking fine as shit, and they really got bars like that. So that's why I feel like now it kind of it put a little, not a stain on her career, but like it's a little
recency.
harder. It's a little harder for her to wiggle
recency.
around.
It's called recency bias. It's called. So I feel like we are all forgetting about how Nicki Minaj came in. If there was a girl, right? Let's say all of Nicki Minaj music deleted. It didn't exist. It never happened. A girl came out of nowhere in 2024 and dropped the monster verse. We would say, who is this shorty? If somebody came out with on that, I just came out the motherfucking old school and rapping how she was rapping on that.
I think it would have been received different.
I completely disagree. We would have been like, yo,
and
who is shorty?
It would have been the first time that a female cleaned up a bunch of niggas. Because if that's the case, you got fucking affirmative action with fucking Foxy Brown. She cleaned up every nigga on there, bro. AZ, Prime, Nas, cleaned them up badly. But
right,
niggas,
we're not saying this the first time. I'm
uh,
saying that if Nicki Minaj came out, we heard those verses, those legendary verses for the first time in 2024, we would say, yo, who is this shorty? She's wildin'.
I think it would have been received different now today. Then she came out at the perfect time because, like you said, it wasn't much artists out there. If she came out today, I think it's more women that's doing it now.
Iggy.
So it would have been more, competition now. But she's been in the game so long, people have to respect it.
Yeah,
they're gonna just fall in line.
Her clout is so crazy.
God,
like I said, I want no static with none of y'all. I want no static with the bars. I apologize now. I just want to make that point.
I'm not even necessarily above.
I want no static with them, bro. Y'all got it. But I'm just saying, I feel like if Nicki Minaj came out today years old, Nicki Minaj is not the same Nicki Minaj as whenever she debuted. I'm just being honest. That's my opinion.
It's all on opinion. It's all good. I'm telling you right now, she's smacking all of them. There's something wrong with Nicki. She's nice. It is what it is. You gotta be honest.
So we're gonna ignore when Meg went against her? We're gonna ignore that?
I don't be paying attention to the women.
Yeah, we are.
What? What? Come on.
Right?
Like, I think her popularity is why people don't like acknowledge other people. Like if she didn't have the popularity she had, I don't think people will be doing all of that. Like anybody that tries to go against her, you don't get a chance. Even if you sound better, you will never get a chance. Because it's like, who are you? Get out of here.
Well, all right.
The girls should have been popping on each other. I ain't gonna lie. Some diss records should have got sent each other's way. That's what really cleared it up. All this bickering back and forth. Well, regular female shit.
They were sending diss records.
They should have. Like some real, like the Drake types, like real back and forth. Bro. They were sending like 3 bars in their regular songs at each other.
Nah, you wasn't in tune. They was going crazy.
So put me on after this pod, brother, because I feel like
no problem. That's what I'm saying. I remember like
I don't know, bro. I got Lotto as my number 1 for the females though. That's my runner up.
So you have Lotto as number 1?
Yeah, I got my Lotto.
Lotto's elite. That last album was actually kind of crazy too. Low key, it was actually a great body of work. Nicki's elite. I feel like this. We're comparing.
Is like your recency bias because you was just with her.
Nah, I just acknowledge that Lotto's tape was fire. I feel like Lotto has one of the. Lotto probably has the best female rap album this year. Probably. I might have to. I guess Lotto. Yeah, like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Lotto one more than the. More than a lot of them. Facts. It was her and yeah.
I don't even think it's close. Like. She really be on that. Freestyles, she be bugging on them
fire,
shits.
Right? She had one where she channeled her inner Drake in one of them freestyles on that album. She's nice. And she's writing too. So shout out to her. I'm just saying that Nicki's just Nicki. If she came out in 2024, we would be like, no, guys, this is kind of crazy.
Now I got another thing for you as well, Mister. Watching your Lovely Hot 97 interview. You say you don't like sad R&B, bro. Why you don't like sad R&B? And what artists do you put in the bubble of sad R&B?
It's not I don't like sad R&B. It's just not my mood right now, so I don't really care to listen to it right now. It's just not for me. So like I feel like there was a whole period after.
No, you said like the 2010s when everybody, the Brysons and the Weekends and of the dropped.
Yeah, I feel like Usher and them. I said Usher. I feel like Bryson kind of ushered it in. This like there's a certain tone, there's a certain energy of R&B where it got like not dark, but all the singers just started getting real sad and like real depressed. And it's not like I'm not disrespecting anybody's artistry and all like that because they have their fans, they got people they appeal to. I just don't have anything sad to say to anybody right now. And I don't want to hear that shit. I can't really fully relate to somebody saying Girl, I Wanna Die without you.
All right, you dragged it. You dragged it.
Am I dragging it? Y'all haven't heard music recently.
That's how it is, though. You know,
it is or I don't want to hear a song say "fuck you, I hate you, bitch." The whole joint, or just real. I just feel like the music has been sounding from the perspective of very disgruntled niggas. Whereas with my shit, I want you to hear my shit and feel like you have more money than you do. Get in your arrogant bag. Listen to my shit, and you in the crib. When they play that free, I just want you to get in your vibe when you listen to my music. I don't want you really crying in my shit right now. There's sometimes where I might get vulnerable. I might, you know what I'm saying, and want to talk to shorty because I'm really feeling. But I'm only there for like 2.3 seconds. I don't really live in this space.
I feel like sad R&B is the best R&B coming out right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I said it before you came in. I said I don't think no one has had a better rookie album than Trap Soul since Trap Soul's come out. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's my opinion. We got a room, so let's participate in the room.
Rookie R&B album.
Anybody got an album better than Trap Soul?
We're saying like
since 2010 and up.
Rookie R&B album.
Yes, a rookie R&B album. Your first album. Anybody got anything better than Trap Soul? Raise your hand.
Yeah, you heard what's his name shit recently? Nah, for real. Eminem, Leon Thomas.
Oh yes,
I just downloaded it. I didn't get to it. I didn't get to it.
It's not. So what I will say is with Bryson's though, I wouldn't even say that was the best. I wouldn't say that that's the best debut R&B album. I feel like it was one of the most impactful though, and most influential though, because he changed the sound of music with his joint. I don't think it was the best, but I feel like he changed the sound of music almost single-handedly with it. But I feel like this Leon Thomas nigga, I can't believe what I heard.
I heard he's fake nice. Like you. He was always in the background all these years. Now
now he's wild. I love this for him. He's wild. There's something wrong with him, for sure.
Yeah. You know, like you say, if you ever watch Victorious, he was always the most talented nigga on that show.
That's a fact.
He was always the most talented.
I wasn't really watching that show, but I know we know of him being talented. He wrote the joint for SZA, the Snooze joint for SZA. Yeah. He's on fire. But I feel like with him though, even his music though, it's not even. I don't get sad when I listen to his music. You damn near feel like you're ascending when you listen to. You heard the Mutt joint?
Nah, like I didn't listen to it. He literally was just playing in the car the other day, and I was like, yo, I gotta download it.
Mind you, it's like the runs. It's damn near church and some part. I'm like, yo, he's dumb nice, and it's not sad. I feel like I'm a dog. I like music that make me feel like I'm in that bag. You feel what I'm saying? That's kind of where I be wanting to. I'd rather the frequencies there.
I feel like if an artist is gonna release a sad song, one is enough. The whole album, you're sad, depressed.
I can't agree, but
for example, Summer Walker, I can't listen to her full albums all at once because it is sad. I'm sorry, she always get heartbroken and then the whole long.
But she appeals to a certain demographic, though, and I understand that.
I think Summer's first album, nobody has seen that album in her little peer group. That Summer first album. Somebody give me a better female album than Summer first album, bro.
You talking about in female R&B?
In female R&B,
she be crying and stuff.
Who has a better debut album in female R&B?
The one where she has the pink, because I don't know if niggas count that other one with the
Nah, you know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm talking about that one, not that little EP
that was fire,
before.
but so then you didn't tap into her, the joint that had Focus and shit on there.
I got that, bro.
And you're saying that the Summer Walker joint was better than that?
Type shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Her is really. I think yes, her talent wise. Like once again, a lot of them compared to you. When you want to talk about talent wise, her got it over everyone. Like if it comes to artistry, I got her over everybody. But we're talking bodies of work. That's Summer, bro. That's Summer.
Fair. I might give you that because her had some wavy songs on there, but Summer Walker joint, you listen to that joint straight through, and it's like
Avenue. She had shit on there. I know exactly.
Listen, when I listen to her full album, I be sad. I be sad at the end of the month. I'm like, damn.
It appeals to a certain demographic because it's not even like her shit is just all sad. It's like she's a good songwriter. She's just taking you through like a whole
bro.
But you like even now the new album she's coming out with, she had like her ex, I guess, make a voicemail for like the promo and stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like
appealing to a certain demographic.
It's people be making jokes like she got to get her heart broken, and we know we're gonna get a good album. Like
but that makes the best music. You gotta really draw from emotion from music.
But I don't want to be listening to that all day. Like
I forgot Rookie Adele.
I can't believe what you just did. All right, fine. All right, say that. All right. Okay, fine. Great. All right, fine. I fucking Adele. All right, yo. It was okay. Fine. It was nice. It was. But
I can't speak on that album. I don't listen to them people.
Yeah, but what Summer Walker did to the genre was crazy. Adele was I feel like it was a great vibe, but I feel like what Summer did to the genre was a little crazy.
The genre of R&B, you mean? Yes.
As opposed to what?
And I ain't gonna lie, I do want to say this since you here. Y'all male R&B artists gotta fight back, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because the females are going crazy on y'all.
They're not.
They got a roster, bro, between her, Jasmine, SZA, Summer. Like, bro, that top 4 is crazy, bro. Who y'all got? Give me a lineup right now.
Rihanna's going crazy. He's at the top of the food chain. He's going stupid. Lucky Day is dumb nice.
Lucky Day's OD nice.
Lucky Day is nuts. We're talking about shit. Giveon. I'm not gonna lie. The list is fake crazy. And it is people that keep going number 1. So for female R&B though, they have hits though, because they have word name Twin. She going crazy, but like the males though.
She was a writer for a minute before she finally came
Priscilla
out as an actual
Renee,
artist.
she's a cheater as well. We all cheating. Because there's a whole bunch of people that's writing for people.
Money Long too. She's tough.
This is what I'm talking about. Money Long is a writer.
Bro.
She's a writer.
Renee.
You know how much music she made before she came out as an artist?
Yeah,
Rihanna joint, she's nuts. But like, our male R&B though is at a way better space than people are really noticing.
Maybe because y'all drop also way farther apart from one another. I feel like this is not me doing research. This is me going off the top of my brain. So don't try to kill me, guys. But I feel like I see more women release more. So I guess recency bias. I be feeling like the niggas is bodying y'all. Because I feel like if say Giveon drops an album this month, I'm not gonna get a Lucky Day album until like next year, fucking spring or some shit. So it always feels like all the males are mad separated.
I feel like the males are. Here's why I feel like we be damn near more successful than our feels too. Because I feel like we be kind of dropping in appropriate seasons for our music. So like my music wouldn't make sense to drop the same week as Giveon because it's not even the same. I'm not dropping like Strings with Favi and Webnam the same time that he's dropping his wine music. My shit is like it's a whole different type
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So where the girls' music, they do their thing, but we just be a little. I feel like the males just be a little more calculated.
Yeah, it sounds like I think the men are more perfectionists. Like y'all want y'all things to be crafted a certain way. The girls are kind of they just trying to keep on throwing music out, throwing music out, back to back to back. Like, but the men are coming out like they take their time, they perfect it, and they drop it. It's like, oh, that's nice.
When Brent drop, it's like a rush. It's like.
Gotta get that Brent.
And it's only him in his own space. He's in his own planet when he dropped.
Do you think Brent could actually sing?
I think yes. I feel like he has a very wavy, unique style of singing.
I think he can sing. I really do. But on the internet, Twitter be killing him. They be like, yo, he can't sing. And there was a video of him singing live, and it was frying him. And I feel bad for him because I like Brent.
Yeah, but again, like I said, you can't really look at the opinions of the internet because the internet, they don't even know what they feel. Because when Giveon first came out, there was a lot of people saying that he couldn't sing. Until then the next month, boom, now everybody loved his voice. Oh, God.
People just followers.
Now that one video where
if one person that's popular enough say that it's not it, everybody says it's not it.
Exactly.
Until they look for themselves and they say, wait a minute, wait. That's how it goes with music. That's why I don't even, when it comes to opinions, you got to just, all right.
That's why I prefer old school music anyway. Because that's when they was really singing on those albums and stuff like that. Don't make your face up at me. I love old school music.
Nah, I got Brent.
So them old school people were great, but I don't think we're lacking great singing right now though, at all.
You play. We don't hear your voice.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get
your voice. You can sing.
Mm-hmm.
But the old school singers, they say like you listen and they'll belt it out a bunch of things like that. Y'all don't be doing that.
You think so?
Y'all be holding back is what I feel. Y'all be holding back tremendously.
I'll say to piggyback on what she's saying, my gripe with you use a lot of tune. And I know you could really sing. So why you do it? I feel like you don't give. Because even on one of your past interviews, you're talking about vocal ranges and all that. I don't feel like, you correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like you've shown the world I don't feel like you showed the world your extensive vocal range. I feel like listening to this album, you've kind of stayed in like 2 or 3 pockets, I feel like, at most. Like, I feel like you've really gotten like a bag. Like those Instagram live bags.
They be holding back.
Instagram live bags that you be in them back in the, when you used to be with the fucking keyboard going crazy. I don't feel like I heard that on that album.
You think so?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you are. So, all right. So did you hear What You Want with me and Jacquees?
I heard everything, bro.
No, you didn't hear that one. You were wilding. Now, mind you, if you heard What You Want, is anybody, just put it in your head. Y'all know that song, right? Yes, What You Want with Jacquees? All right, if you know it, all right, cool. We were wilding from 0-0. We didn't let it be an intro, it was nothing. We started blacking from 0 fucking 0. That's number 1. Even then with my music, I feel like what's so wavy about my music is I am singing, and because of the pace that we're doing everything, the crowd don't even realize how much they're singing until they're at one of the shows and they're trying to sing along and they're like, wait a minute. This is nah, man. He's singing. Because, like, even when it comes to range and stuff like that, right? Even though certain melodies might seem regular, once you sing along but she gonna slide right to my side, I know. We're in some damn near church melodies and whatever. People don't realize it because they're in the bop. But realistically, we're wilding. Even with this generation, I'll put Jasmine Sullivan up against a lot of niggas from the 90s and the 80s. Facts. I'm putting Lucky Day up against a lot of niggas.
Excuse me, and I love old school music. Got me in my bag. You ain't gonna tell me.
Niggas is not fucking with Jasmine, bro.
I got Jasmine cleaning up a lot of
killing the new artists. I don't care.
Gangsta, bro.
I don't care.
I'm with him.
Old school artists is killing new artists. I don't care.
All right.
I don't care. If you know music, if you know music, you know singers. I'm sorry.
Which one of them?
No.
Yolanda Adams, the gospel singer? Jasmine Sullivan. I feel like Jasmine Sullivan's a better singer than Yolanda Adams.
You don't even know about that. Kiki Wyatt is my favorite female artist. Nobody's touching Kiki Wyatt. I don't care what nobody say.
No, Whitney's is fire.
I'm thinking about somebody that's living.
I still feel like I'm saying, there's just still people. Even for example, like I was saying in another interview, Summer Walker is very, very underrated in terms of actual vocal ability. Low key. Her is very, very underrated in terms of vocal ability. Jasmine Sullivan keep playing in her face. I feel like she's one of the greatest we've ever had, period, in the genre. There's certain people that I feel like are
snaps and claps.
I ain't caught up for that. Because Kiki Wyatt, her attitude is why she's where she's at. If she didn't have that funky attitude and wasn't having all them kids back to back, she would be completely she'd be in a different area, okay?
Nobody cares about attitude. She doesn't know how to write songs. She doesn't know how to write hits.
No, I'm telling you, whenever I've seen like things, they say her attitude is kind of what gets her like pushed out a lot.
I'm telling you right now how the industry works. All that shit right there is just for the fans to have something to talk about. But realistically, how the shit works, hits turn water into wine. People don't care about the attitude or about that. If you ever hit, I'm just being mad honest with you. There's some people in the industry that we are all like, oh my god, I despise this. I can't stand this lady. I can't. There's certain people that we used to actually call them divas. Back in the day. These were people that were terrible people.
Yeah, that's what they would say about her.
But they had hits. Mariah and all them people, all them Aretha Franklin people that we fans, right, so we probably think, oh, they're sweet people. No, hell no. These are people that were Shaka Khan. These people, they were wailing people up, you heard? But they had songs. They had great songs. A lot of people that are really, really talented, but they just ain't had a hit. So they just end up being like, you know what I'm saying? The town ends up loving them. The fan favorites of the town. But nobody care about that shit. You write a hit. Damn, that sounds really harsh. But yeah, word, it is what it is though.
I mean, like, so I agree.
For real.
Like, so I got Jasmine over a lot of niggas. All right. She's really that, bro. She's really that, bro. I can't.
Live, she's it. On the record, she's it.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love me some Jasmine, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the conversation about vocal range, like, she be letting them high notes fly, bro. Fly. I don't feel like I don't hear that from you.
Listen to What You Want by me and Jacquees.
I'm gonna go listen to it. Right? As soon as I get in my car, I'm gonna put it back on.
As soon as you're out of here. Then listen to Say That. That's an interlude on the tape. Don't even worry about it. Take your time.
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying? Well, there's joints on there that's like, oh, nah, this nigga's, hold on, he's just singing. No problem. But I just feel like it wasn't necessary for me to do the, ooh, yeah, on Gallus. And Baychester. Sometimes I feel like it's more time.
You wasn't asking for it, but out of 22 songs, like, I don't know, like I said, my ears, I feel like I didn't hear that. Huh?
Did you hear a song named UCU?
Yes, I heard your whole album.
You didn't hear UCU because I was wild on UCU.
I heard the whole thing.
It's all good. This time you're listening with a whole different mind. This time you're going to listen and say, what the fuck was this nigga talking about? And you're going to listen to What You Want and you're going to say, nah, man, from 0 0. It's all good.
I was also telling Dotto before you got here. We was watching another interview. You said, obviously I know you play a lot of instruments and shit, and you said you incorporated that into your album. I don't feel like I hear it.
Word. You didn't hear City of the Vibe?
Me personally? Nah,
City of the Vibe, we was wilding.
Nah, I don't know how you actually record, like if you guys do everything electronically or you guys actually like, play the instruments and import it into the computer or whatever the case is. Because when I compared it to like Anderson .Paak's music. Anderson .Paak, I feel like I could hear every fucking instrument in his shit. So I don't know if it's an engineering thing or like how you guys are actually recording. I don't know your recording process, so maybe you could dive in and give a little bit of insight.
Anderson .Paak, he damn near record how Kirk Franklin them record. It's a whole different process. With me, like it's more like we will have a guitarist come in, you know what I'm saying, do his thing or whatever like that, but we're not recording like drums and organ and violin and stuff like that. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? We're just making vibey shit. I'm really just making shit that I wish was on the radio. I'm not really trying to, even though there's musicality shown on the album for sure, the goal of the album wasn't to show off how versed I am in music in terms of like the like the notes with the not scales, but you know what I'm saying, just like the music theory and stuff like that. It wasn't really to show that off. It's like little tastes of certain things, but chords wise, if you hear like One More Wine, wow, in there.
Do you feel like there's a point where you would want to show that?
Yeah, but in the right setting. Like there's certain songs on the album that I want to do an acoustic version. All right, for example, there's songs like Baychester where I feel like I want to do Baychester with the real dramatic and the joint with the little circle and the whole orchestra around me on some fly shit. Make them wear some fly shit too, all the little violins and all that. But I want the orchestra version of that with the fire ass arrangement that I arranged, just some crazy shit. But I feel like that's the moment I want to give them by the way, he's a great musician. I don't want that to be like the first thing though. I wanted people to hear my shit and be like, yo, thank God he dropped. Thank God the streets is fed. Oh, God, it's a movie. Yes, it's a great energy. I don't really care for the narrative to be.
So when you drop music too, because I also have you mentioned Drake a lot while you've been sitting down. I feel like Drake, my problem I have with Drake is Drake makes his albums for everybody, right? Like, for example, if he has 20 songs, he's gonna make sure, I'm gonna sprinkle a little Caribbean. I'm gonna give you your 2 rap joints. You said it before, you know how Drake be. 2 rap joints, give you some R&B joints, and then whatever other joints. But Drake, and he pisses me off, and he literally said it on a record. On Sandra's Rose, he was like, yo, a classic is just 10 of these, right? So if you as an artist know what the people want from you, why don't artists deliver it? So, for example, say for you, right? I don't know, like your most, say Poison. Yo, just give me 10 versions of this. Would you ever do that?
No.
Why? And explain that as an artist, because I need to know why.
Because I feel like if you want to get the Baychester moment again, listen to Baychester again. I feel like I don't need to make a whole album of the same sounding thing. Like, I think trying to chase a sound is chasing a sound doesn't make any sense. People want new shit. Or just do what feels, you know what I'm saying, what inspires you. And I'm not gonna feel inspired in the studio if we're making the same shit over and over again. I don't wanna hear that shit.
That's why I feel like it's a little weird, because that's why I said earlier to you, I feel like it feels like a playlist. Because when y'all make music like that and it just feels all scattered, it just feels like, all right, I'm listening, I pick what I like, I'm just gonna throw it in the Capella Great playlist.
Did you listen to the album on shuffle, or did you listen to it?
No, I listen to all. I listen to all albums on.
Because if you listen to City of the Vibe, I feel like I worked so hard on that intro. I can't believe you said that.
so hard on
but
that
I did though. So I feel like for City of the Vibe, the way that shit flowed and it set tone, and then we got into the antics with Baychester, and then even later, I feel like even sequencing.
Analytically speaking, even like I said, you could once again correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like even the BPM is the same. So I don't know if that is true, but I don't know. Like, literally just on all of your songs, bro, it feels like the same tempo, bro. Oh, it feels like it does slow down, like obviously for, like I said, Type of Girl, certain shit slow down. For the most part though, it sounds like all your shit is supposed to be played in Last Stop. I ain't gonna lie.
Last Stop? Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I gotta keep it a stack with you, bro. I gotta keep it a stack, bro. It's that the same. It sounds like
if anything, I'm gonna take that as the album sounds like home for you.
Type shit.
Because I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Because no, it don't. It don't sound like it's gonna be a Last Stop. Because if you listen to Money Pull Up with Skilly is a whole different vibe from.
Oh, I forgot deleted that one too.
Was the one with Skilly?
Yes.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. This is why I feel like the way that I set it up was so important, because a song like Money Pull Up with Skilla, you're only gonna like that song if you're a certain type of vibe. That boom 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 boom. That's not really your energy for. That's not really. I understand why that wouldn't be a vibe. There's certain songs where, like the Jacquees song that I'm talking to you about, that I'm like, oh, we was wild from 00. There's certain niggas that will hear that song and they'll say, this is too singy. All right, I didn't come for this. Not from the Baychester nigga, no. And they're gonna delete that, and that's fine. There's some people that will only tap into the album because of songs like Type of Girl. There's somebody for everybody on here. I ended the tape with a song called "Song About Me." She said, "Write a song about me if you're serious about me." Certain shorties are gonna listen to just that song on repeat. They don't give a fuck about the rest of the album at all. That's why we put out Bodies of. Oh, hell yeah! Are you crazy? I like the fact that when you come to my shows, if you looked out into the crowd, It's all different types of shorty. You got the shorty with the bust down, with the 33-inch, whatever the fuck, with the BBL and the But then there's certain songs that's resonating with the coconut oil shorties, with the incense and the ooh-ah and the ah. But you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different genre of shorty that's resonated with certain songs. Then they got the gangsters that's resonated to certain shit, fly shit. I feel like it's something for everybody on this shit. I feel like for me to try to appeal to everybody with every song, I'll be doing myself a disservice as an artist.
I mean, if you like it, I love it. It's all preference at the end of the day. I feel like if I were an artist, I would want everyone to stand up for the whole thing.
I would hate for the... It's probably because he's looking at it from a place of passion. Like, I'm passionate about my music. I want it to be different things and appeal to different people.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if he listens to everybody, he ain't gonna never be happy. He's gonna literally be following everybody what they want.
I would hate to see people sit down for certain songs. I want you to stand up for all 20 of these bitches.
But that's not realistic.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta come to the shows though. It was everywhere. Word for word. But, you know what I'm saying? There's certain songs that certain people are going to feel better. Like, they're going to feel more. And that's fine, as they should.
Yeah. Like I said, agree to disagree. I just don't like the playlist type vibe. But if that's how you're going to conduct your career, I mean, that's on you. It's not that it doesn't work. Like I said, it works. It just makes me mad.
I'm encouraging you to listen to... I feel like this is a great opportunity. I feel like I'm presenting you a whole new, fresh opportunity. Listen to the tape with a whole different, fresh pair of ears.
I'm an R&B ass nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I wrote down my top 5.
I like when people make their albums like a story. That's nice too. But I get both sides. Like, I understand why you want to be able to appeal to different people. But I also understand him saying that if we like you for this, stick with this.
Oh my God, you want to hear 22 Galluses? That's not annoying?
Chill, relax.
I understand both sides.
I think my top 5...
It's so crazy. Gallus and Baychester are damn near 4 years apart. And people are still like, oh my God, you gonna make this thing going crazy. Yo, bro, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make 22 songs of the same vibe back to back just because it's appealing to a certain demographic. Especially because I feel like I'm such a complex, versatile ass nigga just in life, period. I want to appeal to everybody in the different with the
And with 22 songs, you gonna keep doing that? That's your bop from here on out? Or that's just because it was
Oh my gosh, you're not even paying attention. I'm about to drop a tape this week. I dropped the track list joint.
I seen it, the Afties.
How many songs was on that?
I didn't press the whole thing.
All right, that's what I'm trying to show you. There's only 8 songs on the Afties, and it's really only 7 MP3s, and there's a skit on there.
But I felt like I used to assume I thought that was like an EP. That's supposed to be. I don't know the difference between album and EPs anyway.
So all right, so for an EP is 8 songs, but you don't want to hear 22 songs on the album. So how many songs you want to hear on the album? What's a good amount of songs on the album?
I just wanted to ask, is that what you wanted? Because obviously we're in a generation of people that are. They drop 10-song albums. You drop 20, so everyone varies. I just want to know if that's your preference. That you always want to drop.
I feel like I'm just creating just a certain moment because I feel like the 22 joints. I feel like I needed to give out 22 full joints in order for you to understand how I'm starting this. With this Afties project, I feel like I don't really need 22 songs to tell you that we lit at the Afties, and I feel like for V2, I might do 20, I might do 12. It depends on the mood or how many songs I feel like, how many, you know what I'm saying?
I don't care how long a project is, as long as obviously you keep me just entertained. And, you know,
and realistically, this generation, our attention spans are not as short as people think. My generation listens to whole ass albums right now too. People like to discredit us and say that like my generation is dumb.
Attention spans are short.
Like that Her album you mentioned, the first one, that shit long as shit.
Attention spans are short.
They listen to the whole joint. The SZA joint, all the SZA fans, they listen to the entire album. That album was like it was like $130. The Brent Fires album. The last joint, long as hell. And we listen to every minute of it because this generation is not dumb. If they like something, they're going to listen to it. My album was 22 songs. It was 48 minutes. That's a commute. That's Bronx to Brooklyn. It's not that real. Realistically, once you actually tap in, it's not that serious. It's what I feel like when it comes to me, period. You get to meet me in person and see what is going on in person. It's not that serious.
Before we get out of here, I do got one more question. It's a little question. The song you got with Zay France, why it's not on streaming platforms?
There's no reason. That's what I'm saying. The more you get to know me, the more you get to know we just be doing shit. So all right, we recorded that song and it was a vibe. And then he was like, all right, you drop it. I was like, no, you drop it, nigga. And then it just never dropped. And then we was like, all right, we gonna do it on SoundCloud. And then the excuse for like 6 months was, wait, we ain't had no cover art. And then the fans then robbed us of that excuse because then they started sending mad different cover arts for the joint. And we just didn't drop it. So now I feel like the only thing next to make the moment make sense, we might have to just drag it, do a whole tape or something like that, and then just have that as one of the singles on the joint. We might as well.
Yeah, that song is tough.
Or just something like that.
So use the opportunity to tell you I drop it. Make that a thing.
Or something. That's
everybody watches
because
this.
we're the
Bob in his
type of
comments and
niggas.
make him drop that.
Whatever. It's lit. Because we the type of niggas. We both be in the studios in our different cities. We be making music every day. So it's like it's not even a thought to.
Zay is tough.
There's something wrong with Zay. Dumb nice.
Tough,
oh, that's another one. Singing his ass off. Oh damn. That's another one.
But he's another problem too because he don't be dropping as much as he's supposed to. I don't know his label situation. I don't know what he got going on. I don't know that man personally. But I feel like he take forever to drop. Forever to drop.
I feel like it don't matter.
It don't to me because I'm a Zay fan. If he drop, I'm there.
That's it. Saying. You know what I mean? And all his fans, whenever he drop, it's lit. Yeah, he don't have to put out 7 albums a year in order to stay relevant. Some artists do. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. That's why I like the music industry. It's like a big ass game. There's certain artists that put out 8 albums and all of them shits are successful because their fans need to be fed. They got the attention spans or whatever the reason is. They just need to be fed constantly. And then some of our fan bases. My fan base mature as hell. My fan base, they bougie and they wavy as hell. They'll sit with an album and they'll wait for the next joint because they know it's going to be a good body of work. Shout out to my fans.
Dada, what the fuck you talking about?
So,
what?
Do you think begging for the pussy singing music is coming back?
Begging for the pussy?
You know, like
begging.
Your baby, I need you back.
I just need
I need you back.
Singing in the rain type niggas, bro.
Yeah, I mean, coming back, they relieved. Gotta left it. Nah, that's fair.
Because men and women are at war. That's why we really want to talk about it.
Hello. But yeah, I feel like it's making a comeback. I feel like people in music, period, are just over the whole men versus women thing. So I feel like now that we're over that, more vulnerable music, more in love ass music is gonna come out of it. So I feel like we're about to enter like a new era. I feel like we're about to enter into a nice little renaissance in music, low key, because everybody's just tired of what has been for the past couple of years.
All right, just a segue real quick because we are about to get up out of here. I got one more shit for you. I know I said it before, but I just got one more. This is relevant. So free Smirk. All right. Mm-hmm. What do you plan on doing to stay out the way? I don't know. I hope everyone in this room is lovely tax-paying citizens. All right.
Yeah, all right? that's one.
So, all right. What do you plan on How do you move outside and maneuver to just make sure you stay out of trouble and all that fun stuff? Because you do be going everywhere like really deep, surprisingly.
Keeping it about the music. I'm just being honest with you. So like, it sounds really corny and stuff like that, but yeah, we're not on or lit, and we didn't maintain any relevancy because of any mix-up, any tabloids, any shade room, any celebrity girlfriend, any beefs, any miscellaneous anything. We're really on because of the music, and we really do keep the music the main thing. So even when I move around and stuff like that, we're not weaving any beefs or anything like that. We're just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it calm. As long as you make it about the music and go home, it's all good. I don't mind. The worst thing that people be able to say about us is them ATF niggas, they are just so arrogant. Like, they really think that they're better than everyone. That's it, though. Because realistically, just keep everything about the music and you Gucci.
Do you think that the government is targeting artists nowadays? Or do you think niggas are just doing dickhead shit?
I think it's a little mix of both. Because realistically, if you're not doing anything illegal, there's not really anything for them to lock you up about. But I don't want to mean that in any disrespect because I don't know what anybody's case is. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to say anybody's anything. I just don't know, and that's none of my business. It will never be any of my business. I don't even want to be put on. All I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? Pay your taxes, do right by your people, make sure everything makes sense, and then, you know what I'm saying, the only thing that people will have to even be able to say about you is just miscellaneous opinions.
Facts, man. You eat with them same
I
niggas
think
that
artists
you
are
bleed
being
with.
targeted, but some artists be wilding at the same time.
Yeah,
they're not making it
like,
easy. It's not making it like just stay out the way. Don't give them a
And these
reason.
blogger niggas gotta stop being weird. I ain't gonna lie. Hip hop media, low key, y'all niggas need to stop being the feds. All this whole dropping those niggas paperwork and talking about bringing shit down, trying to make the case for the feds, bro. Stop doing that weird shit.
They definitely make it worse.
Shit,
they definitely make it worse for sure.
Bro.
But like I said, there's not really they try to dig some shit up with me, they gonna find a whole bunch of dweeb shit, a whole bunch of nerd shit. Realistically, if you just, you know what I'm saying, keep like keep the main thing the main thing. Keep it about the music. You got on, you're a millionaire because of music. Keep it because of music and call that shit a day. And that's it.
And people need to just, even though I'm gonna get killed for saying this. I don't really care for the artist. Beyonce ignores people, and that's what every artist should do. When people try to come at them and say negative things, just ignore them. Don't entertain it, because once you feed into it, then you're just making it worse. Just ignore people. Pay nobody no mind.
And there's people that be on the internet that be, you know what I'm saying? They're no disrespect to, you know what I'm saying, the working class citizens of America and the world, but it's just if you click on one of these people, them pages that's talking crazy or whatever like that. You'll be like, oh God, why am I even?
That's a fact. Yep,
it's every time. Every time I have ever responded to anybody with any kind of energy or like that, after I feel so garbage, after I just click on their page, I said, this is what I just.
For real. You're not even
I can't believe I even, you know what I'm saying?
You the bitch would be like, I'll never talk to you.
I feel like
get next to me in real life.
Oh my God.
Listen, I feel like
next to me in real life.
Oh, please.
I feel like any grown adult that takes time out of their day to comment on someone else's page and something negative, you have no life.
No, but then again, though, here's the other thing, though. The other thing that I'm also learning, and just an interesting perspective, that one of my brethren in the industry really put me on to for real. So, like, we are at a certain point, right? Us as artists, we are not even people. It sounds crazy, but we're almost not even people to people. We are just almost a writing prompt for the day. So some of these situations that they're talking about, or they're coming at you with these paragraphs or these thought pieces or whatever like that, they don't even care about you per se. This was just an opportunity for them to talk about, and this is a great example, but they don't care the next day because they have to clock into their regular lives tomorrow or today. They have to clock into their regular life. They don't really care as much. And if you put out some fire or you do anything good, these are the same people that are going to be your fans. It's all good. You just can't take too many things personal because it's almost not really real. Let them people chat. Let people do what they do. Stay out of people's, you know what I'm saying, beef and business and all that shit like that. Let people do what they do and call that shit a day. Keep it about the music. And that's it.
So, tour coming up. By the time this drops, it'll be right before your tour. What are the people supposed to expect on this lovely tour?
The most, you know what I'm saying, Matt, instrumentation, you know that, because, you know what I'm saying, we get real nerdy on tour. We backing out old songs, the new songs. Yeah, I heard off the Afties.
How long is a Capella Grace set list? 30 minutes?
That was what? A buck what? Nah, for my show? You're talking about for August 3rd. About an hour and a half. And mind you, we did an hour and a half and I didn't do Sus Christ. I didn't do the one with Dream Doll. I didn't do the Russ joint. I didn't do a lot of the joints that they say is the biggest joints. And it was word for word in there. So to answer your question, long as hell. And wavy as hell.
Long as hell.
Come on now.
Nobody. You didn't bring nobody out though in between shit. It's all hour 30 minutes of Capella Gray.
I brought out J1. I brought out a couple people. I definitely brought out a couple people. So all right, cool, fine. For my set then, minus their songs, like $120.
I'm dead.
My fault. You feel me? My fault, Dotto. But yeah, word. Nah, that's what I'm saying. We got a set. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a really good show. You know what I'm saying? August 3rd was like the preview to the vibes, but I feel like in this tour, it's gonna be even more of that. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the people them with your accents and all that in your different cities. Shout out to London and Toronto and them.
You gotta leave them niggas alone, man.
No.
See, you making fun of their accents. You gotta leave them niggas alone.
I cannot. That's the what? They love
the men them.
The people them. I'm here for it. Cause the gal them and their accent, I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. I love the day.
Crying, man. All right, man. I'm gonna try to pop out to the New York show, man.
Have to. So
us 9 to 5 niggas, you know.
That's all good. That's all good. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You got time. So the New York show is December 20th. I know the one on top of my head. Cause that one is is it a Friday? The Friday before Christmas. Oh my God, what a flex. That's so beautiful. So like that show in particular is gonna be like the more that one's called, because the tour is called The Terribly Responsible Vibe. That one is a terribly responsible holiday vibe.
Are you bringing anybody? Did you announce people on tour with you or no?
No, I didn't announce them yet. But it's I definitely got a couple of surprises and stuff like that. And plus we're cheating, because now I'm learning how tour works and stuff like that. You go to different cities, the artists, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's that.
Type shit.
And I got the gang with me, so you know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna see Dre, you gonna see Z. Z got a single. Wow. Little plug there. Z got a single dropping.
All right, man. Like I said, it's been a pleasure, you know. Not working your tardiness, man.
Yeah, nah, I just had to come off stage. It was a lot. Just double playing. I did too. It's me.
Last but not least, is Uptown the ghetto?
No. Uptown is paradise.
You see, he was troubling me.
I could not do this interview without
the whole
asking
time.
that. I had to ask. So you don't think Uptown's the hood
pissing
at
me
all?
off.
Nah. Okay, there is hood in Uptown for sure. It's hood.
He cool, man.
Everywhere has a hood. Everywhere has a hood, but you're not about to make the whole entire area.
But I feel like
No.
the energy of Uptown is just better hood than everywhere else on earth.
How was your experience going to Truman? It was hood in there? Keep it a bean.
It was, but it was. I had a great experience at Truman though, because it was hood niggas for sure, and it was a big ass school, so it was enough to like
Section
have
3
friends
niggas
and
beefing with
mad
But what
Section
you're
5
forgetting too is that a bunch of people from different parts of different areas go to that one school. You're saying it
Wait,
as
hold
if
on. Wait, my fault. Real quick. Commercial break. I'm sorry. Why do you think? So where do you think I was from?
I thought you was from... No. All right, so I knew you're from the Bronx.
No, I want to hear this shit. Hold on.
I know.
I feel like this is important because the town is.
I know you're from the Bronx, but I was told, and not even told, because I actually seen you talk about when you used to be in Connecticut. So I just didn't know the time frame of you being in Connecticut. And I know when I watch your interviews, you never mention Connecticut. So that's why I just wanted to know why you never talk about Connecticut.
Because I was in Connecticut for 6th grade and a half of 7th grade. Why would I mention that in interviews?
I don't know.
And I feel
just
like
you don't
asking.
mention that you're from Manhattan. Same
I do.
thing.
I very much do.
He's from Manhattan, but he
You're
claims he's from
Manhattan?
someplace else.
If you're from Manhattan, all right, cool, no problem. But I'm saying, with me, I feel like there's like this. That's the other thing when I say misconceptions about me. There's like a whole demographic of people that like really, really want me to be from like somewhere else. Like really, really want me to be from there. They're like really really. It's just not that. I'm really from the Bronx. I just like, even when it comes to like Mount Vernon, because everybody think I'm from Mount Vernon too, because I spent a couple of years in Mount Vernon. Yo, all right. I love Mount Vernon too much for me to ever stop mentioning Mount Vernon. I'm from the Bronx. I learned a lot from Mount Vernon. When I first came to Mount Vernon, I linked up with T-Mac and the Viddies when it was like Man from the Video and all the different people. It's mad people from all. It's legendary. So I fuck with Mount Vernon. I learned a lot from Mount Vernon, even musically. There's so much going on in this little 4 square mile vibe. I was like, damn, this is crazy. I'm raised in the Bronx, elementary, middle, high school, the whole vibe. You heard? But Mount Vernon, there's nobody in the Ville that can even stop me from showing Mount Vernon can't even get me to stop showing Mount Vernon love because Mount Vernon is too iconic. That's it. It is what it is. Niggas don't have enough money to beef with me properly, or they don't have enough money to get me to stop loving them and everything they do. I love everything from the music, from the style, everything in Mount Vernon, Yonkers, Westchester. Period. The 914 is OD. New Rochelle is OD. Yonkers, it's
all right, not
beautiful.
Not too much. All right.
New Rochelle has its own culture. People don't even know how wavy New Row is for real. People don't even know.
Don't even start. Don't even
It's so
start.
crazy. It's so crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's so crazy. White Plains, another undiscovered area. Baddies and baddies out there. You heard? Baddies. Facts. There's real hood. There's real everything out there. Greenberg, wavy. Don't do that. It's a fact though.
Nah, you're not joking.
Killer from Greenberg. I know. What you mean? What you mean? Mind you, you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? This is how people sleep. I feel like my place in this whole shit right here, I feel like I'm almost not bringing awareness. I don't want to disrespect you because everybody is already aware. Y'all already lit. Mount Vernon, the 914 is already lit. I feel like I just want to just shine a light on them more. The most lit game after Dykeman in the summertime is where? Ferris. Where's Ferris at?
White Plains.
White Plains, New York. And I feel like it could take somebody from the Bronx or somewhere else and be like, yo, y'all bugging. Y'all missing a whole... It's some shit over there. You heard? That's what I'm saying, though. I just showing love because, like I said, the Bronx is wavy and I feel like Uptown is the capital of Earth. But at the end of the day, I just show love to Mount Vernon because there's some legends out of Mount Vernon.
Shout out to Non.
Shout out the whole nine.
So now that he just said the same thing I've been telling you last time, you gonna leave us alone now?
No.
Well, Uptown. You from the Bronx?
I'm from the Bronx, yes.
Or Uptown?
Yeah, I'm from Uptown. But him saying it's ghetto pissed me off. Don't make up your face looking at me like that.
Uptown where? Like what? Like
we're not gonna have this argument. We're gonna talk about it because he was getting on my
Talk about it
nerves.
off mic.
Because we'll talk about it off the mic. But
problem.
you tell me if my area is really ghetto like how he claims.
And can I be fair too? One last point. So when I say Uptown, I'm sorry, I know we gotta conclude. Yo, when we say Uptown too, last thing, right? Because I feel like there's been a whole bunch of confusion
Where
or
does
whatever
Uptown
like that.
stop? Is that what you about to say?
So well, kinda.
And I explained it in the comments. I accidentally said Woodline and you was coming at
It's
off
so
my
crazy
head.
when I say you have to be really from New York to really understand that it really depends on where you from and who you asking. Because if you're from Brooklyn or Queens, everything north of Manhattan is Uptown to them. That means
niggas
Harlem,
saying that in the comments.
Exactly. Thank
Uptown
you.
is only Harlem.
all of that is Uptown to them.
And in certain areas that's ghetto, and in certain areas that's not.
If you in Harlem or
Don't start.
South Bronx,
I'm gonna start.
if you in Harlem or South Bronx, Uptown is like Gun Hill, you feel me? 241st, White Plains Road, Co-op, Boston Road. That's Uptown to some people. Then there's a whole realistically though, if you from the 90s or any time before like 2010, they calling Mount Vernon, they grouping Mount Vernon in that, all of that. Heavy D and all of them, they saying Uptown. That's all, it's just everything just in a certain area. Everybody in Mount Vernon party in the Bronx. Everybody in Mount Vernon in the Bronx. We be party. What? Nigga,
Shout out to
we
these
be in Mount
niggas. I always want to be
Vernon.
like,
we be at Mingles, we be at Dazzles, all of that. It's all one conglomerate. So realistically, we gonna say that the border at Dyer is, it's a whole different. What we talking about right now?
Then that be the argument. That be the argument. Stupid shit like that.
So I'm saying, so it takes somebody from the Bronx to say this, and what's so crazy is me saying this right now. Matter of fact, maybe people not gonna be as tight because I'm older now or something. When I first came into the game, I would say shit like this, and everybody's in the front. Oh no, he's shut up. I'm from the Bronx. You heard? I fuck with Mount Vernon. I'll never stop fucking with Mount Vernon because y'all are the most talented, y'all the waviest, some of the waviest people on earth. I right after the Bronx niggas, and that's it.
That's it. Alrighty, guys. Listen, man. Good interview. All right. Being Black is Ghetto. You know the vibes, man. Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell notification at the top so you don't miss any of our lovely drops. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. You already know the vibes. Any last words you want to say before we check on out? Where to follow you, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, word. Vibe Responsibly, the album out now. You know what I'm saying? At Mayor Capella Gray on Instagram. I have TikTok now, so Capella Gray on TikTok. Hello. All right. Twitter, Capella Gray. Let me see. What else? Yes, it's lit. Congratulations to the industry. The vibes are back. Oh, the tour, terriblyresponsible.com. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. They selling out. Don't play yourself. Don't hit me at the door. My phone is dead from now. My phone is dead now. It's over. From on to tour 2. It's going to be dead the day of the tour 2. It's over. So yes, make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you get everything from now. It's going to be a movie. Baddies out. Steppers out. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. And yeah, shout out to the industry.
It's your boy J. Evs, Petty J, Capella Gray, signing out.
And we're out.